All right, I am alive, folks. So just out here chatting a little bit. But Ashley Babbitt is trending on Twitter, and yeah, there were comments out there that said because I guess her mother said something of the effect, uh, and I could be wrong on this. So if I am wrong, please put a comment down below stating that I was wrong, but something of the effect of if I were black, if Ashley Babbitt were black, uh, her treatment would have been different. And I think to a degree her death, perhaps what she means is it would have been different. And there is different treatment with regards to human life, with regards to blacks and whites in today's society in America. And that is an issue that if you even so much as talk about or bring up, you will automatically get the wrath of the um, you'll get the wrath from many different sides, um, particularly from the third wave anti-racist and also the vindictive leftists that are out there. And there were people out there that said that I would love to. One person said I would love to tell her mother that Ashley Babbitt got what she deserved, and I tweeted back to him. I said you should video that, post that on video, and play it around. And I would, if you put that on video, I would absolutely promote that. And I wish other people would also promote that as well, because it gives clarity. Anytime you see how much your your ideological opponent, what they think of you and how they feel about you, it's always a good idea to have that out there. And there is a truth that anytime you question third wave anti-racism, the anti-racist will come, these third waivers will come out of the woodwork, and they are extraordinarily vindictive. And they do seem to control a large portion of the establishment. They have certainly a weaponized defense, and you will be attacked. And they can attack you economically. They've gotten a hold of social media, and now you can't even fight against it because they will censor you. They seem to control both the mainstream and the and social media. I mean, and that's just the way it goes. And they seem to also control a large portion of corporate America. And I guess we're under the power of the elites, and their ideology is first and foremost. We saw the largest purge really in 2020 after the death of well, I guess you can't technically, if you say his name, your video will be monetized, and I don't know all the hidden rules, but after the death of George Floyd, you saw a large purge of alternative individuals that were kind of anti-third wave, anti-racism, completely purged from YouTube. And these people, again, they don't just control the establishment in America. I think they control the establishment in Western Europe. I think primarily within the Anglo sphere, this ideology seems to have taken hold, what I see as a very toxic ideology that has seemed to have taken hold, and your human rights, your dignity are not to be taken into consideration. You're objectified for their needs and for their purposes. If you stand against them, you will be absolutely objectified, and that's kind of the way it goes. But it's always good to know how toxic people think, particularly who are in power. It's, like I said, it's good to know how your enemy thinks. Someone who wants to harm you or people in charge. It's good to know how they think. So that's one of the reasons I recommended that this person, basically put out a video, and I recommended for a lot of people who were happy about the death of Ashli Babbitt. They should basically put out videos, post videos saying that, she got what she deserved, and, that it's a good thing that she has passed on. Put out the fake tissues and the crying over her death. Of course, you would never want it done for any of your martyrs, and you'll punish them. And I kind of want to tie this in to Jessica Doty Todd Whitaker. After she was killed for saying all lives matter, I guess, somebody ended up killing her, and then her Facebook page was just ravaged with people saying that you got what you deserved. And I think those people should have did a video. Not only that, but Facebook, I believe that Facebook and Google basically kind of wiped out the comments that were made on her page, so people couldn't go after the people that did this. Of course, if it was the other way around, and something like that happened, all those people would be doxxed, and their employers would know exactly what they did. But punishment seems to only go in one direction. So we know how they think. We know, you know how people think. You know how you know to a degree what they're going to do. And again, most people on the left will probably not say they don't support it, but they'll certainly look the other way, and they'll be okay with your punishment, but their punishment not so much. And again, they control the establishment, and that establishment that they control goes unquestioned. And yeah, I'll end on this with Jessica Doty Todd Whitaker. There is an article on that page. Someone tweeted something about her, and then someone put up that there was more to the article. I mean, there was more to the story, that all she said was all lives matter, that there were racial epithets thrown in by her boyfriend or her husband. And I was like, is that an excuse to murder a young mother? And she said, we went back and forth, but she agreed that that was an excuse. And then I said, why'd you put that article out there? Why would you downplay it? I mean, it's not as bad, but it's if someone put out stuff about Emmett Till, because there is stories about Emmett Till that are a little bit more detailed. One, his father, Emmett Till's father, was executed in Italy for the murder and the rape of an Italian woman. I mean, how would people feel if someone put the story of Emmett Till and someone put that story out there? And Emmett Till, died over 60 years ago. But someone will put about Ashli Babbitt. And the same thing with, I forget his name, but he died in Nebraska. People said that he had also said, he was a gentleman in Nebraska. God, I think it's Gardner, or I can't remember his name, but he's a gentleman who was fending off people within with his bar and defending his father. And a crowd had gathered around, and they were getting rather violent. He took out his firearm, he fired it through the air, and someone snuck up behind him and got him in a headlock and started like smashing him in the head. And he went in and he shot him through the left clavicle. The district attorney said that this trial, this thing, this is a clear-cut case of self-defense. And basically the mob went to that district attorney's house and he reversed himself. And the person could not get on any kind of, I think, like PayPal or anything like that to defend himself. And he was driven to poverty, and he ended up committing suicide. And then I believe she's a councilwoman by the name of Megan Hunt. She is a bisexual, I guess, or what you would call queer councilwoman in Nebraska. Was part of the mob, from my understanding, and she tweeted a white supremacist died, but his kind of thing lives on. Then she took it off of Twitter. She removed it, but the memory's still there, and people still post that about her. But I don't know why none of the nobody has mentioned that about her. No one has come forward to condemn her for her behavior. No one in the Nebraska City Council, where she works, has condemned, from my understanding, has condemned her behavior. And that's the thing with conservatives. Hey, when they do things like that, you should be all over that. You should be all over that. Here's what they said. Here's what they did. They have no mercy for you. They have no empathy for you. They have no pity. Bring them to light. If you have the microphone, bring them to light. Say what they are. Because those with limited means can't get the audience you do. And this reality has to be there. The reality has to if few people say it, then the reality is not going to get there. Anyway, guys, like, share, and make a comment. Also, like, share, and visit our website at transparencyandmerit.com. Thank you for listening.